Mike strikes me as a lot of qualities, but some things I like about Mike are his humility. He's not an overbearing man. He's a very capable man, and he's a confident man. But he's calm and rational and reasonable, and I think that those qualities will serve him particularly well as sheriff. You know, whether you're dealing with the criminal element on the street or with elected officials, I think, you know, humility and just a calm, capable manner serves one best in just about all situations, and I think Mike personifies that more than just about anybody I know. Plus, I want to sit in my home and feel safe, you know, and we're in times when that's not a given anymore, and I think Mike brings with him some experience in law enforcement from other parts of the country that maybe have faced problems that we're about to, and I think that'll be invaluable to him too as he takes on some of those challenges. You know, Mike's a believer in what seems to some like a trivial thing, but the way our community looks, I know he holds as a high priority. He's been active in for example, in establishing a graffiti abatement program in Klamath Falls, and for a simple thing, you know, it's been shown, I think, that if your community looks nice, then it is nice, and the opposite also holds true. That's actually a high priority for me. And that kind of referencing the earlier comment too, I think more than, as much or probably more than a law enforcement position, being sheriff is a political position. You have to be a leader of people. You have to know how to manage a workforce. You have to interact with leaders, people who every day you control the success of your department, and those skills I think he'll bring and cause those kind of changes that I've talked about. Okay. Yeah, I think that if you've known Mike for even a little while, you know that well, look, I keep kind of going back to the same themes, but let me kind of put it in a little different terms. That I think law enforcement is a lot like military, which I have some experience with in the Air Force. You know, we have our core values that are service before self, excellence in all we do, and integrity first. And, you know, if you've dealt with Mike even a little, you'll know that his time is your time. That he understands clearly that being sheriff isn't a 9-to-5 job. He's given countless evening, weekend, off hours away from his family to our community through his work in Kiwanis and numerous other community organizations. I've worked with him on some of those projects, and you know, I would trust him implicitly with not only knowing what needs to be done, but doing it well. And that covers those core values, and any man who does that is a strong candidate for the office of sheriff that he seeks.
That's great.
Still, just Mike is a man who, you know, I can say he shares a lot of values like I do, and a lot of other, you know, people who live here and work here and run businesses here, because he's done all that himself. Yeah. And he understands that a business needs to have a secure environment, that it needs to have its property protected, that its people need to be, our customers, patients, our public needs to be able to come and go without any threats to themselves or their safety, and so all the things that are important to me as I run my family and business life, and he gets it, because he's the same kind of guy.
Okay, all right.
Easy to support.